engaging in self-defense. But I'm just saying, you guys know what I'm saying. They had no problem showing their faces immediately, right? In fact, they had no problem ruining Kyle Rittenhouse's life, even though he wasn't found guilty of murder and he was acting in self-defense. In fact, they're still trying to ruin his life.
Yes.
And they had no problem revealing his identity and going after him. But all of a sudden, when it comes to these individuals, they're saying, oh no, they're juveniles, so we can't reveal their identities, which we know is not true. Now, come to find out that the actual murderers are not juveniles, and they're still trying to cover it up, right? They're still trying to cover it up, not show you what they look like or who they are. It's really despicable.
Yes.
Okay, and there's no other explanation for it outside of, well, they're trying to cover it up because they don't want to push certain stereotypes, okay, about certain demographics of people. And that's an extremely dangerous thing to do in our society. It really is. Yes. The American public deserves to know what people who commit these acts of violence look like, okay? And if there just so happens to be a pattern, so be it, right? Because they have no problem pushing the stereotype of the white male mass shooter. Again, look at the Buffalo mass shooter. Okay, that guy, again, I'll give it to him. That guy was an actual white supremacist.
Yes.
Okay, he committed a horrible act of violence, okay? And they projected this dude's face everywhere, okay? Projected this dude's face everywhere. But when it comes to these astronauts, nothing. Hey, they're scared to show what it looks like. I don't know what other explanation can you have outside of it's racially motivated.
Yep.
The media is saying, oh yeah, these look like, stereotypes of what, people believe that criminals look like, therefore we're not going to show it. Which again is dangerous. Dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous, right? So, with that being said, the mother of one of these murderers, or alleged murderers, Lindell Mays, is actually trying to raise money for him, right? It is revealed that she has a GoFundMe, allegedly, to try to pay for his hospital bills because he was shot and, he's in the hospital and she's trying to raise cash for an alleged killer. So let's read here. The mother of a man charged with murder over the Kansas City Super Bowl parade shooting set up as a GoFundMe for him as his sister insists he's not a monster. Well, of course, right? Of course, you say, he's not a monster. He's smart. Okay, he was in school to be an engineer. It's about to be a doctor. Okay, this is what they're gonna say. We all know what's coming, right? We all know what's coming. Tennille Burnside set up the cash appeal for her alleged killer son, Lindell Mays, 23, complete with a photo of him seriously ill in his hospital bed. He was among those shot at the celebration on February 14th and was blasted 9 times. Prosecutors now say Mays was one of the 2 men to blame for the horrific bloodbath, although his unnamed sister insists he was trying to protect her. Okay, well, that's the initial story. We'll see. Pleading for cash, Burnside said Mays was going through a tragic time, adding, quote, he is in ICU fighting for a recovery from several surgeries from going to the Chiefs Super Bowl celebration parade with his older sister. Quote, getting shot multiple times at a time that was meant to bring so much joy to many has brought pain and sadness to all that was ending. On Tuesday, Mays was charged with second-degree murder over last week's shooting, which killed DJ Lisa Lopez Galvin. The fundraiser collected $100 before being taken down. Mays remains in a stable condition in hospital and is being held under armed guard with bail set at $1 million. Facebook photos seen by DailyMail.com showed him posing with a huge wad of cash. Prosecutors say the other man charged, 18-year-old Dominic Miller, was the one who fired the fatal shot. Yeah, so again, was it self-defense? Who knows? But what I do know is that this is why you don't engage in these types of arguments in public, especially again when you're dealing with
idiotic,
firearms and things like
not
that.
Wise.
There's no argument that's worth losing your life over.
Facts.
You should walk away for the most part. Okay, when you talk about arguing with strangers, it makes no sense to fight, and it makes no sense to.
You got to be logical. That does not make you a coward, scared. It does not scared. It does not make you a pea, a vag. It you know, it like he said, it is not worth it. Worth it is not worth it. 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 It is not worth it.
Dominique Miller was the
To
one
argue,
who fired the
to
fatal
argue
shot. Yeah, so
with
again,
strangers,
with the self-defense, who knows?
strangers,
But what I do know is that this is why you don't engage in these types of
strangers. It is not worth. It is not worth it. It is not worth it to argue with strangers.
with a huge wad of cash. Prosecutors say the other man charged, 18-year-old Dominique Miller, was the one who fired the fatal shot. Yeah, so again, with the self-defense, who knows? But what I do know is that this is why you don't engage in these types of arguments in public, especially again when you're dealing with firearms and things like that.
Yep.
There's no argument that's worth losing your life over.
Fact.
You really should walk away for the most part.
Yeah.
You talk about arguing with strangers. It makes no sense to fight, and
Nope.
it makes no sense to go back and forth. It's just always better to walk away to avoid escalating the situations to the point where you have something like this happen, and it turns into a
fatal.
So with that being said, we'll see if the media will continue to cover this story. I have a feeling that it will go away. It's already starting to go away, as always, when the narrative doesn't fit. But we have found out that, in fact, these young scholars were young scholars, right? They were young scholars. Some of them were graduated scholars, right? They were full-blown astronauts. And this is why the mainstream media doesn't want to show what they look like. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Or support me, share it.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. Yeah, I get why the mom is defending her son. I get why the mom. 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 I get why the mom is defending her son. But yeah, that guy, yeah. That guy, yeah. That guy's not good, bro. That guy's not good. Not laudable. Not, yeah. It is sad, yeah. Straight up. Let me know what y'all think. About to dip. About to go. But this stuff has to cease. Yeah, people gotta be logical. People gotta have sagacity. If you have sagacity, it won't fatalities won't take place. Deaths won't take place if you have sagacity. If you have sagacity. Yeah. It is crazy. I hope, people gotta chill. People gotta chill, yo. Straight up. People gotta chill. People gotta chill. It is not that serious. Peace.